So this is where you need your double-sided cutting die. So it's a special die where normally if you was to do it, you would only have one cutting edge on one side. So you'd be able to put it through your die machines anyway, normal. What we're doing now is we're asking it to cut two sides at the same time. So that's slightly unusual, which is why you need your plates. Now, the plates are very easily readable. I'm pretty sure you will have them on the website as well, Lou. But basically, all it is deciding where you're going to pop your cardstock, because you're literally sandwiching it in between. So I've taken one of the double-sided dies, I put my cardstock down, I'm going to put the filigree design onto the pink, and then I'm going to now sandwich it in between the die with the other cutting, with the other colour. So I've gone for a bit of white because I wanted it to stand out a little bit.
Lovely.
Now I always hold it down with a little bit of low tack tape, not the die but the actual cardstock. And then we're going to sandwich the other die cutting plate onto the top. Now I have only got my large plates here, Lou, so I'm going to twiddle this around. This will work because we do them in a junior size as well as a large one. But I'm just going to pop it onto the top part of my plate and then sandwich it with the other cutting plate. Clean cutting plate, Debbie, not a dirty one.
So just your two clear plates.
Yeah, that is the combination of your double-sided dies. Now you pop that through there, Lou. That's going to do all the hard work for you, and it's going to cut that through beautifully, and it'll cut out the two pieces in one pass of the machine.
Oh, this is saving so much time, isn't it?
Honestly, yeah, time saving as well. But for me, it's just the technology behind this, which it blows my mind every single time. And then you just simply pull this away. Now take care, because this is a filigree design, and I don't want you ripping it, because I know what I'm like. I don't know about yourself, Lou. Yeah. Right, Lou. So I've literally run out of my dotty tape pen, so I'm having to make do with tacky glue just on the back. I've literally popped it on my hand. Just be careful if you're allergic to glue not to do that. You could perhaps put some onto your mat and then dip it in there, but this is just my quick way of doing it. And then you just simply line it up, so you've got your solid piece, which again, that looks beautiful. Absolutely. Colour that in, that would look beautiful. But pop that onto the top, Lou, and just take your time with this piece, because you want to line it all up. And I'm just going to lift that up, because I like to do it by eye for this part. But there you go, you've got your double layer done in one pass of the machine. Very great idea, this double-sided technology. I think it's absolutely amazing. And again, both of those dies would look beautifully on their own, should you wish to do so. But when you layer them up, creates that lovely extra texture. So I've taken some craft card, measuring at 6 by 6, and I've scored it, 12 by 6, scored it at 3 and scored it at 6, and get that fold back going. And I've done exactly the same with another piece, but this time just gone in a couple of inches, because for your double Z fold cards, you're probably aware of it. If you want, it literally is the same folds, 3 and 6, and just twiddle around, flip them over. A very nice, simple card, but very effective and it's quite striking. So what I'm going to do, Lou, I'm going to use the brads as well. So first things first, I'm going to pop these pieces together. Now I'm going to add some of these beautiful resin butterflies. Oh, I wish you could see these butterflies inside. So when you get them home, and you're getting 40 of these brads, which are absolutely beautiful, and it's just a nice little addition. So I'm going to poke it through with my pokey tool just to get that started. I'm going to pop my brad through, and then I'm just going to split the back end, and I always do it with my pokey tool. I know I've got my crafty nails, but just as simple as that. But look at that lovely detail. I'll bring that in close so you can see again.
If you want to see the detail in these, go over to CraftStash and have a look at the product. When you go into the product, you can enlarge that image so you'll be able to see all that gorgeous. It's just like little tiny butterflies have been encased in resin.
That's exactly it. Just absolutely beautiful. Now I'm just going to add this onto my card base. So I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue onto this side and to this one. So we'll pop on our glue.
Could you just let us all know that you know of what machines can we use that double-sided die in? Right,
so obviously I use it with Gemini. Now I'm not sure the configuration would be, but you would definitely need the double-sided cutting plates. Now if you're just going alongside, if you're thinking about the die cut with the two clear cutting plates, that's what we would use for our embossing of a standard embossing folder with those two plates in there. So if you run alongside the theme of how you would use yours with your embossing plates, I would say that would be the combination. So I know that that's our embossing platform, with the addition of the two double-sided die cutting plates in there, cuts through that die really well. I would say give it a try, but you do need need to have those double-sided cutting plates
Yes.
to make it
So-
work properly. Now,
so
the lovely
pretty.
thing about this die as well, Lou, is that there's a little bit of snippability that you can do with this as well. So for me, I'm going to just snip out a couple of the butterflies because it is a kaleidoscope of beautiful butterflies, but you can use these to create mass butterflies. And then these can be extra little embellishments without having to use all your charms. You could run these through a few different colours and then just snip into them, and you've got yourself, look at this already, I've got 3 there.
And do you know what? They snip nicely,
They
as in you
do.
can't see where you've snipped at all.
Exactly, and that's the lovely thing about this, it really is. But again, just give it a little shape around there, take your little snippy scissors and have a little play and just separate them, and then you can use these as the extra embellishments. I mean, I do love those charms, I'm not going to lie, those charms are absolutely exquisite, they really are.
They are. So
Beautiful.
Maria Older has said, this looks so beautiful, gorgeous papers and a fun fold card, lovely to sit and watch you this afternoon.
Oh, thank you.
And Karen Williams has said, you're giving me lots of ideas today. You are everybody, I think. We've all come away completely inspired.
Oh, bless you. Well, you know, that's the thing is, this collection's really going to inspire you to get creative yourself. I'm just going to put a little ribbon just at the top there. And then I'm going to add some of these lovely little butterflies on too. Because I haven't got my dotted tape and I'm just going to have to use my solid and be a little bit more careful. But it does mean that you've got these extra butterflies now to have a little play with. And I do love that idea, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to pop that on.
I love these folder cards because you've just got so many surfaces, so many areas
to
play things on.
Yeah, exactly. And to add all the extra little pieces, but it's a nice idea. And again, saving on your charms. You won't want to be putting them on all your cards, those charms. You'll be saving them for best. Or your own decor pieces, can I tell you? I'll have to share mine on my Facebook page later with my own decor piece.
Obviously, everybody, Debbie is on social media, so Debby Robinson.
Yes, it's Debbie with a Y, Robinson, Crafter's Companion. You'll find me on Instagram and Facebook as well, and you can see what crafty journeys I get up to around the place, and also share some makes and inspiration too. But that's just one way that you can use that gorgeous kaleidoscope of butterflies and lovely folds of cards as well. But don't forget, not just card making. What about your scrapbook pages? What about your home decor pages? All the lots of lovely ways that you can use this beautiful collection